Hello students, welcome back. Uh, in this lecture, we will discuss phase plane analysis. Before this lecture, we have discussed interacting population models, including three models. First was the arithmetic model, second was the predator-prey model, and third was the battle model between two groups. Now we will discuss the phase plane analysis of these three models. So first of all, we will discuss the what is the phase plane analysis, and then phase plane analysis for arithmetic model. So what is the phase plane analysis? For example, we have a pair of coupled first order differential equation. It can be useful to use the chain rule to eliminate the time and reduce the pair of equation to single first order differential equation. Then the graph of all solution of this single equation is called the phase plane. So first of all, we should understand what is the phase plane. Suppose there is a this definition is given only for a pair of coupled equations, but it can be generalized. Means if you have a system which consists uh, n differential equations having n state variables. State variables means which represents the species or population's density or number of individuals, say x, y, or x1, x2, x3, like that. And always, because these are the systems with respect to the time, means derivatives with respect to time is all presented in, normally on the left hand side. And if we eliminate the time from all these equations, and then we will get the relationship between these state variables. And if we plot between these state variables, then that plot is known as the phase plot. Or if specifically we are considering a plane, means if we are considering only two variables, then that is known as the phase plane. And the analysis based on this is known as the phase plane analysis. So means suppose you have two equations, we can explain by this. Suppose we have two equations, dx over dt is equal to y and dy over dt is equal to minus x. So this is a coupled or decoupled system. So actually on the left hand side there is y, and on this x, means you can't solve this system independently, means this equation independently and this equation independently, means both are the interrelated. So or you can say the solution of this equation will involve the y as well as the solution of this involve the x variable. So means solutions are not independent. So or you can check on the right hand side, there are the involvement of the other variables. Uh, so this system is coupled, and suppose we want to find out phase plane, then you have to eliminate the time t between these two equations. And how can we eliminate? We can eliminate the time t using the chain. Then the new equation will involve x and y variables only, and if we plot between x and y, then that plot will be known as the phase plane or phase plane analysis. So in the previous, what is the importance of this phase plane? So we have already developed the interacting population model in previous lectures, and there the model is given by the pairs of non-linear coupled differential equations, right? And always, because this is a non-linear and as well as coupled, so it is not easy to solve this type of differential equation analytically. Therefore, we can solve these systems numerically. But to solve that numerically, we are required some initial conditions, right? So there are infinitely many such combinations, and we need some other tools to understand the system behavior. Why? Because there will be each solution was for a particular pair of the initial conditions, right? Means because we get a different solution for each different initial conditions. Means system is same, but if you change the initial values, then you will get the different solution. So there will be the infinite number of solutions because the number of initial condition may be the infinite. So we can't check the or estimate the behavior of the system overall based on some given condition, initial condition. Means if we plot 10 solutions curves, then we can't check what will be the behavior of the system. Means the solution curves how will goes like. So without solving without solving the system analytically, we can find out the characteristic by this phase plan. So uh, initial conditions or value of the parameter might affect this solution and subsequent subsystem system dynamics. So to find out the analysis or model behavior, so first of all, we have to find out the equilibrium point. By finding the equilibrium points, and you know what are the equilibrium points? So these are the points. So these are the definitions given. These are the points where the derivatives are zero. Means already we have discussed this terminology, equilibrium point or stable fixed point or 0 point, etc. There are so many names. So equilibrium points means where the dynamics becomes constant, which derivative are the zero. So to explain this phase plane analysis, we take a simple example which is given this one. Dx over dt is equal to y and dy over dt is equal to minus x. So first of all, we have to find out, uh, okay, you can read out this paragraph more because there are some given facts, what are the benefits to do the phase plane analysis. So now we come how we will do the phase plane analysis. So this system is given. So first of all, first step is to find out the equilibrium. So to find out the equilibrium point means derivative put equal to 0, means dx over dt is equal to 0 and dy over dt is equal to 0. And if you solve simultaneously these two equations, means dx over dt 0 means y is equal to 0 and dy over dt is equal to 0 means minus x is 0 means x is equal to 0. So you will get only a this single point, means 0 0 will be the only equilibrium point. So there is a single equilibrium point for this system. There may be more than one equilibrium point, and we have already discussed that this point is stable or unstable, etc. So now we will check uh, the trajectories, and what are the trajectories and phase plane diagram. Phase plane diagram. So first of all, we should understand what is the meaning of phase plane. So phase plane, let us consider XY plane, and that is nothing else. This is known as the phase plane. We have already discussed. If we eliminate the variable or time t from these two equations and we get a single equation, then and if we plot between x and y, then that plane is known as the phase plane. And those curves means if you represent it by these two equations eliminating t, and then you will get a relationship between x and y. And if you plot those curves on xy plane, so those curves known as the phase plane trajectories. Phase plane trajectories. That's clear. So to discuss this, we come directly here. So what will be the, first of all, we will check what will be the eliminated equation if you want to find out the relationship between x and y using chain rule. What will be the chain rule? Suppose you want to find out dy over dx. So dy over dx can be written as dy over dt and dx over dt by chain rule. So there is no doubt. So you can put the value of dy over dt and dx over dt from given two equations. So dy over dt was minus x and dx over dt was y. So if you put these values here, So you will get this differential equation. dy over dx is equal to minus x. So you can plot between x and y, and if you want to solve analytically what will be the relationship between x and y, so this is a first order linear differential equation which is separable, so you can do it. So just separate the variables and take the integration, and if you separate the variable, so then if you take integration, this is the separation. No, they have just integrate, otherwise you can do it separate. So, yeah, of course, they have separated here. So if you take the integration both side, then y square by 2 minus x square by 2 plus c. And if you multiply by 2 in whole equation, then system or relationship can be converted into this equation. X square plus y square is equal to k. X square plus y square is equal to k. And what is the k? K is the constant. And you will be surprised, this is a equation of circles with the radius is x square plus a square is equal. If you compare equal to r square, then r square is equal to a is k, right? So means what will be the curves if you plot between x and y. If you plot between x and y, then this relationship tells you they will be the circles. For different values of k, you will get different values of different type of circles with having the different radius. So means these if you plot these curves for different k, so these curves known as the trajectories, and this plane is known as the phase plane. This is x, and in this direction is y. And you can check if you start from with any point from here. If you start from here and t is equal to 0 is there, then you will go like this. Means at the time t, after some time it will come here, then again it will go here like this. It will continue on this. Means your dynamics is the periodic type, means they will follow the same type of dynamics with respect to the time. So means we can check the behavior without solving actually the system of equations or given model. We can find out what is the behavior. So this is the analytical solution. But always it is not possible to solve this type of relationship. Means we can't find out this type of relationship between x and y. So we can find out what will be the direction, but there is an again issue. uh, this is the relationship x square plus y square is equal to k, but we don't know because these are the trajectories means these are the plotted with respect to the time, but we don't know if the direction is from this to this direction or this to this direction. Means these curves are given as the clockwise or anti-clockwise. So to find out this or to find out the direction of the trajectories, we have a scheme. So what will be the scheme? So to find out the direction of the trajectories, we have a scheme. Okay, first of all, we find out the equilibrium point. What was the equilibrium point? Equilibrium point was the 0, 0. Right? So this point is 0, 0. Now in this direction is x, right? And in this direction is y. It is already written. Okay? So x and y are given. So now the equilibrium point divides the whole plane into four quadrants. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. And what are the x and y? X and y are the two variables, and there is no restriction. What is the values of y? Means x and y may have any value. It may be the negative or it may be the positive. But in some model, there are some restriction. Means suppose you are considering the predator model, then population cannot be negative. Means X and Y cannot be negative. Just we have to check then in first quadrant. But in this case, we are assuming in general this is model as giving there is no restriction. So no restriction means there may be the four cases. Either both will be the positive, means X and Y both are the positive. Means uh, X and Y are the positive. Right? So I should share the board here. So yes, I have already made this system. So this is given system, and this is our phase plane. In this direction is X, in this direction Y, and we have to find out the direction of the trajectory. Means how the relationship between X and Y will cause with respect to that time. What will the direction of that trajectory is? So there may be the first case means X and Y both are the positive. X and Y are the both are the positive. Means this is the first quadrant. Similarly, in this quadrant, what will be the case? X is negative, and Y is positive. Y is positive. And on the other hand, in this quadrant, X is negative as well as Y is also negative. And fourth quadrant, X is positive and Y is negative. So we consider in the first quadrant. If X is positive and Y is positive, then what will be the dx over dt and dy over dt? So if X is positive and Y is positive, then what will be the dx over dt? So dx over dt will be equal to, it is given as Y, so it will be the positive. Means dx over dt is positive. So X is in this direction and Y is in direction. If dx over dt is positive, means that will work in this direction. Right? Dx over dt is positive. And if dx over dt was negative, then you will make an arrow in this direction. So this is in the right hand side. Now what will be the dy over dt? So dy over dt is X is positive, so that will be negative. So here x dash is positive, right? So which is represented by this arrow, and y dash is negative. So if y dash is negative means what will be the direction of uh, dy over dt? That is negative, means in this direction. Means you can click the arrow in this direction. If it is was the positive, then that arrow will become on the positive. Then what will be the resultant? If dx over dt in this direction, dy over dt is in this direction, then resulting direction will be this one. So this will be the direction of the trajectories in this, or you can make it as it said dotted. So I can make it as a dotted, or I can change the color of this one. I don't know how the color is changed. So no issue. So this is the resulting. So this is the resulting direction in this part. Okay. Now what will the direction in this part? And if x is negative and y is positive. If x is negative, then dy over dt will be negative, positive because x is negative, and dx over dt will be, so we can check first of all, dx over dt will be positive, dx over dt will be positive. I don't know why it is. So where is the pencil? Just a minute. Yes, if y is positive, then what will the dx over dt? So that will be the positive. Dx over dt will be positive in this direction. And x is negative, it is already negative, so it will become the positive. So dy over dt will be the positive. So this one, right? So what will be the resulting direction of the trajectory here? So I change the color for that resulting trajectory. So resulting trajectory is this. So color of is red for resulting. So I can also make it as a red. This was the result. So, and if I do in this quadrant, x is negative, y is also negative. So if y is negative, so dx over dt will be the negative. So dx over dt is negative means in this direction, and dy over dt is x is negative, so that will be positive. So dy over dt will be positive means in this direction. So what will be the resulting direction? So resulting direction will be this, of the trajectory in this quadrant. And in this quadrant, fourth quadrant, x is positive and y is negative. If y is negative, then dx over dt will be negative. Means in this direction, dx over dt in this direction, and dy over dt is minus x, and x is positive. X is positive means dy dt is again the negative. So it is negative means in this direction. So what will be the resulting direction? So resulting direction will be this. So now you can check what is the direction of the trajectories in each quadrant. Means if it will start from here point. So what was the trajectories? Trajectories were a circle like this, x square plus y square is equal to k for that particular example. And what will be the direction? Means in this quadrant, direction will be like this. In this quadrant, direction will be this. In this direction, direction is this. In this direction, in this quadrant, direction is this. So you can check this is the trajectory for a particular value. Okay, means for a particular initial value, this is the solution curve with respect to the time t. And this is the relationship. And if you increase the time, then it will repeat its periodicity. I means dynamicity is the oscillating. That's clear. So this is a particular example where, and if you change the example, then these curves will change, the direction will change. If you change x here, y here, then that will become the different example. And same pattern you can do for the different uh, models. So this is the basic concept uh, behind the phase plane, and this is known as the phase plane, and this is known as the phase plane analysis. And so now we come back to our example. So we have already discussed by using the analytical technique we can draw. So if you know these curves are well known, then you can draw, but sometimes they are not well known, that we have to take the help of the computer to draw these type of curves. So, so you can read out this. These are the interpretation of the phase plane. Means this is the these trajectories. What represents if a system has initial value x naught y naught, then the system starts at the point x naught y naught. We have already discussed in the phase plane, and as the time evolves, it traces out the trajectories curve in this case a circle in a clockwise direction, as was established in figure 6.1. Okay, so you can plot as well as the direction of the trajectories. So both are the two different problems, is direction of the trajectories and the plotting of the trajectories. Without direction, plot is not complete. So now we discuss the first model, which was the arithmetic model. Then what will be the phase plane analysis for this? So this was the model. We are taking a SI model only. Means we are not considering the R, because phase plane is between two variables, because we are considering the plane. If you take the third variable as SIR, then it will not be a plane. So means you can take only two variables at a time. So either you can do the phase plane analysis between SI, between SR, or IR, or SR. There may be the different combinations. So now we are considering only SI model, and it was the model minus beta SI equal to Ti over dt is equal to P squared minus gamma. Beta was the infection rate and gamma was the recovery rate. Infection rate or transmission rate, whatever you want to say. And N was the total population, means N it was equal to S plus I. So N was here, total population was S plus I. Right? So they have also mentioned, okay, we assume the disease to confer long immunity and we neglect include natural birth and death. Means they have assumed some assumptions. So this is not important here. Just we have to import. This is the important. We are going to do the phase plane analysis for this system. So to do the first of all the phase plane analysis. So first of all we should know what are the equilibrium point for this system. So what will be the equilibrium point for this system? Put ds over dt is equal to 0 and dy over dt is equal to 0. If you put ds over dt is equal to 0, then b minus beta si is equal to 0. Means minus beta si is equal to 0, right? And beta si and minus gamma I, or you can take as gamma, or you can take I as common. So if you take I common, so first is the minus beta si is equal to 0, and second will become, if you take beta s minus gamma into I equal to 0. right? So what will the clear point for from this equation? S is equal to either S is equal to I, sorry, S is equal to 0 or I is equal to 0. And by this equation, either I is equal to 0 or S is equal to beta minus gamma. So by using this, so you can find out, and this is an exercise for you, okay, how many equilibrium point will be there for this system. Means if you solve this, then what are the possible values of S and I, means pair of the values of S and Y for which this system of equations become the zero simultaneously. So now we can find out the relationship between using between S and I using the chain rule. So means we can find out di over ds as before we find out the relationship between y and x dy over ds. So here x is replaced by s and y is replaced by I. So you have to find out di over ds. So what will be the di over ds? So it can be written as, di over ds is equal to uh, di over dt, that is this, and over ds over dt minus beta si. And if you do it, so uh, simplify di over ds minus 1 plus gamma by beta s. And again, it is a differential equation between S and I. So you can integrate both sides with respect to S simply. And if you integrate with respect to S, then it will become the I here, then it will become the minus S, then plus gamma by beta and 1 by S antiderivative will be the ln S plus K. K is any constant, arbitrary constant of integration. Then this is the relationship between I and S as before. And you can find out the value of this k, which depends upon the initial condition. So if initial condition is given as at s0, and it will become the I0. It should be the I0. Means if s is s0, then I is I0 at time t is equal to 0. Means I s0 is equal to I0. So using this condition, so we can find out the value of k. So value of k will be this. This will be a constant. These are the initial uh, conditions, initial variables are given. So if you put the value of k here, then you will get the explicit relationship between x and y, means I and s. That's clear. So now next task is to plot the trajectories and what will be the direction of the trajectories. So to plot the trajectories, we are required that analysis when the ds over dt will be positive, di over dt will become negative. So we have considered here to plot the trajectories, means we have to consider only uh, first quadrant. Why we have considered only determine the direction of the trajectory in the phase plane. They are, this is the task. And after that, if you know the direction, then you can plot, or uh, you can use the computer to plot the trajectories. So how will you find out the direction? So because we are considering here first quadrant, why we are considering here first quadrant only? Because here S and I both are the number of individuals and they cannot be negative, right? S and I both are the positive. In real condition, neither S can be negative nor I can be negative, right? So therefore, we are considering our the analysis in this quadrant only. And we can check uh, this point is our important point, gamma by beta. So what is this point? Actually, if you go here, determine the sketch of the family of the phase plane. So to determine the phase plane, or to determine the curve, or to sketch this curve, so you have to find out first of all, suppose we have to plot this curve where s is independent variable and I is dependent, then you have to find out the inflation point, means the point at which the direction changes of the curve, right? So in mathematics, these are known as the inflation point or Turing point or critical point, means where at the derivative will become the zero. These points where the derivative will become zero. So if so, for that you have to consider di over ds is equal to zero. So we have already find out the relationship between I and s, means di over ds is given by this, right? And if you put equal to 0 here, so minus 1 plus gamma y beta is equal to 0, then you will get s is equal to gamma y beta. So this point, see, so s is gamma y beta means I can be anywhere. The value of I uh, may be any value between 0 to infinity. So that point means represent a straight line which is parallel to the y-axis. Means if you point take x is equal to gamma y beta, so it will represent all these points because there is no restriction on y. Means this point is work as the Turing point. This so it depends upon whether you are taking where it will cut. It will depends upon whether you are starting from here or here or here. Means it will depends upon the initial value. Suppose you are starting from here, then it will go like this. And if you suppose you are starting from here, so it may happen that it is going to like this. Okay, so now suppose you want to check the direction, what will be the direction? So direction, as previous we discussed in the previous minute, then we will discuss the direction because it is given in the first quadrant, both are the positive. So both are the positive. So what is the equation for ds over dt and dy over dt? So ds over dt was minus beta, so s dash was given as minus beta s into I, where beta is positive, right? So it is beta s, and second equation is I dash equal to, so I dash equal to beta s I, beta s I minus gamma, minus gamma I. And if you take common I in second equation, then it can be written as, if you take I common as, then it can be written as beta s minus gamma into I. That's clear. So again, this point divides the quadrant into two parts. So we can check uh, uh, which direction, what will the direction of the trajectory in this part, and what will the direction of trajectory in this part. So in this part, what is the value of s and I? So s is always positive, and I is also positive in if we consider the whole first quadrant. Means if it is both are the positive, then I is positive, S is positive. It means S derivative is always negative. Means what will be the direction of ds over dt? That is always negative. Either either it may be in this quadrant, doesn't matter, or in this part or in this part, means it is always positive in the whole part, but the value of I dash will depends upon this part as well. Means the value of s, it is not depending on I is positive, doesn't matter, it is always positive. But this quantity will become positive or negative. It depends upon where the point lie. If point is lying in this direction, in this part, then this value will be means. If point is lying in here, if point is lying here means s is greater than gamma by beta, means s is greater than gamma by beta means that will become the positive. If it is become the positive, then whole quantity will become the positive. So di over dt will become the positive. So what will the resultant direction? Resulting direction is this one. So it is given already. So resulting direction is this, right? And if point is in this part means if s is less than gamma by beta, then this part means this quantity will become negative. So di over dt will become the negative. So it will be negative means it is in this direction. Then what will be the resulting direction? Resulting direction will be this or either this same parallel to this. So these are the direction of the trajectories, but we did not plot the trajectories up to here. So these are the direction, but we have an idea. A trajectory will start from an initial point from here, then it will goes like this, then it will goes like this, right? And the direction of trajectory will be like this to this. So now, if you want to plot, then you have to sketch this curve. Then you have to sketch this curve, and you have to sketch this with respect to different values of k, means for different values of the initial condition. So it is not always easy. So for this we have a computer code, but in examination it may come to draw. Then you have to remember or you have to memorize the curve for this goes like this. So if it's the starting point, then it will reach up to this point, and after this they will start going to the top. And suppose this code is given in MATLAB to plot the trajectories. So I give you flavor of how the trajectories goes for different initial values. So just I copy paste this code. Code is up to here. So this code is out of context for you, out of syllabus. But we have already discussed in Mathematica. If you remember in a class, I discussed the direction plot. So this was nothing else. This is the same as this. So if I run it, so before run it, I have to change it. Yes, so this is the car, and you can check. These are the directions of the trajectories, and these are the trajectories. These are the plotted for different three values. So initial value we have taken for this here, so it will goes up to here. And if you start with the initial conditions from here, in this direction is S and in this direction is I. If you take this means they are given. So what are the initial conditions? Initial conditions are given here. Means first case where the it is 62 762, and second case where S is 600, and third case it is the 400. Yes, from here it is 400 from here. And infected are given as for this is 762 and it is given as 1. So it is just near to the y-axis, sorry, x-axis. Okay. And if it is I is 20, then I is 20, it is corresponding to I is equal to 20, and third one is the I is 50. So these are the different trajectories for different values of the initial conditions. So these are known as the direction plot or direction field. Sometimes these arrows represents. Means without solving the differential equation, we check what is the behavior of the system. So on the basis of uh, this analysis, we can conclude some remarks. What are the remarks? We can check if you start any with any initial conditions, then they will goes to like this. They are going uh, to the maximum at this level and this level, and they will start to the downward. Actually, what is happening, we have already discussed this reproduction number. What was the reproduction number? uh, Reproduction number, nothing else, it was given as beta by gamma. And what is the Turing point here? Turing point is also uh, is given as this. So what is the Turing point here? So this Turing point means if the initial conditions are such that they exist uh, in this part means if the susceptible population is greater than this, if S is greater than gamma by beta, means the susceptibles are higher, are the at a higher level, okay, from this point, then the disease will propagate in the population. But as the susceptible population reaches at this critical point, then it will start, then susceptible will start decrease. Then susceptible are decreasing, and susceptible are decreasing means the number of infection are decreasing. So means always in a population, number of sufficient susceptibles are required to propagate the disease in a given population. And second observation is that, and that is also very important. So this curve never uh, reach to the yes, this curve never reach to the this axis, y-axis. If you start from here, then this will up to here, it will never touch this. It never touch, it means uh, the the susceptible will not become the zero, means always some susceptibles are remaining in the population. It means if some susceptibles are remaining, means some healthy peoples are remaining in the population, it means uh, the whole population can never infect it. So it is given in this line, you can check. The arrows comes from the direction field as determine the differential equation for each s and I. We see from this the diagram. We see from this diagram that I goes to 0. I goes to 0 as s does not tend to 0. As s does not tend to. Therefore, are some susceptibles left uninfected. So of course, this conclusion is only valid for the given parameter values of beta and alpha. So we can form conclusion for general values of the parameter values in this model to obtain analytic expression for vector geometries. So doesn't matter what are the values of the beta and alpha, but this will never touch to this axis. It means the number of susceptible will goes to 0. So it means some healthy persons are in population always there. So means all population can never infect. So these two conclusions are very important and we have already discussed. So just you can try this model, and in next lecture we will discuss the analysis of the better model. Thank you.